This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Good evening. Welcome to News Around the World on Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan, the most listened to radio station. I am Wuraola Yusuf. The headlines: Tinubu sends a state police bill to representatives to see constitutional backing. Oriyomi Hamzat's faction wins majority of electoral positions under accord. Experts share strategies for caring for young children in schools. UK bans support for Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Hungary Parliament votes to remove president from office. Nigeria intensifies preparations for 2026 Commonwealth Games. And now the details. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has asked the House of Representatives to amend the 1999 Constitution to pave the way for the establishment of state police services. In a letter addressed to the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, the President described the proposal as a critical step towards reorganizing Nigeria's security architecture to tackle the country's growing security challenges. President Tinubu said the proposed amendment seeks to create a constitutional pathway for the establishment of state police services, noting that it's built on the work already undertaken by the House of Representatives on the issue. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has today uploaded on its website the list of National Assembly candidates of the Accord under the faction led by Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat. The publication shows that majority of the party slots for Senate and House of Representatives were occupied by candidates loyal to the Oriyomi Hamzat bloc. Speaking with Agirigwe FM News correspondent, the Public Relations Officer of the Accord, Mr. Badr Idris Oriyomi, confirmed the names uploaded by INEC as he listed the candidates picked for various senatorial and federal constituency seats across the state, describing the list as a reflection of the party's grassroots strength and internal consensus. The Accord PRO further thanked the members of the party for their unwavering support to Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat and the party at large, expressing optimism that the candidates will deliver quality representation and uphold the ideals of the Accord if elected. As we navigate the complexities of modern education, it becomes increasingly clear that teachers are not just instructors, they are mentors, caregivers, and emotional supporters. Today, we will explore the challenges these dedicated professionals face in nurturing the emotional and social development of their students. Through first-hand accounts from experienced educators, we will cover the strategies they employ to create a supportive learning environment while balancing their own well-being. To shed light on this vital aspect of teacher strategies for caring and guiding young children in educational settings, Akidibwe FM engages with the various educators and teachers who share their personal experiences and insights on the strategies teachers use and how they have impacted their journeys. Akidibwe FM News correspondent Ayomide Odeniyi reports on teacher strategies for caring and guiding young children in educational settings and its impact on the students and teachers' lives. Here's the report.
In the realm of education, teachers hold a pivotal role in nurturing and guiding young children as their influence extends far beyond academic instructions. However, The journey of teaching young children comes with challenges like high emotional demands, diverse learning needs, and the pressure to create a supportive classroom environment. This report dives into the various strategies teachers employ to cope with these challenges, highlighting the importance of professional development, peer support, and self-care practice. Mrs. Olasuko, a private school teacher, shared her experiences on how she addresses the emotional and behavioral needs of young children in the classroom.
Firstly, when they enter the classroom early in the morning, we look at their appearance, their behavior. If we notice any change in their behavior or appearance, we call such a person and we interview. If from the home, we notice the mismanagement is from the home, we call the parents and we discuss.
An educator, Mrs. Ogunkola, emphasized some of the challenging situations teachers encounter while guiding children and discussed how they cope with these challenges.
Topics that we are dealing with comes from somewhere. And in education, uh, the home environment and the school makes a child. So mostly the challenges that we face comes from home.
Mrs. Johnson, a government school teacher, explained how she maintained her own well-being while balancing the demands for caring for and educating young children.
Children that are not eating, can you just leave them aside? No, you have to cater for that one first. That is it concerning the eating side. Then, secondly, some of them, they are not living with their parents. Most of them are living with their grandmas or grandpas. So, you see, this fatherly love or motherly love, it do affects them a lot.
The ability of teachers and educators to provide emotional support, prioritize their own well-being, and engage in continuous professional development is crucial for creating a nurturing classroom environment. By adopting a holistic approach that integrates emotional, social, and academic development, teachers can significantly enhance the learning experience for their students. Ultimately, fostering both educator and students' well-being is key to achieving positive educational outcomes. Harimide Odeni, Agidigbo FM News.
Second-hand clothing, popularly known as Okirika or Bend-Down Select, is becoming an increasingly common choice for many Nigerians as the cost of living continues to rise. With the prices of new clothes climbing steadily, more people are turning to fairly used clothing as a practical and affordable alternative. Many buyers believe second-hand clothing offers good value for money while helping them keep up with the fashion despite economic challenges. Akidigbo FM News correspondent Abiodun Oloyede examines the rising demand for second-hand clothing, speaking with traders and customers to understand the factors driving its popularity.
The second-hand clothing, popularly known as Ogrika or bend-down select, has become increasingly popular among many Nigerians. Rising living costs, inflation, and the high prices of new clothes have pushed more people to choose fairly used clothing as a more affordable option. Many shoppers say second-hand clothes offer quality at lower prices, allowing them to buy fashionable outfits without spending too much. Speaking with Agidigbo FM News and Ogrika seller at Agodi Gate, Ibadan, Mr. Ike made some explanation about the Ogrika business and challenges they face sometimes.
This UK business, because when I started, I don't have much when I started. So, but it really be the glory. So we are doing small, and the thing now moving. I now like it now because it is moving fast. It's not like the business. So it's moving, sure. Because when I don't start with a big money. But now, I feel like thank God.
Traders also say demand has increased in recent months, with more customers visiting their shops in search of affordable clothing. In an interview with Agidigbo FM News, a second-hand clothing seller, Mrs. Bola Alaka, explained some of the benefits of Ogrika to people's life.
Some people that they don't have money to go to the TV, I always tell this affiliate to make them use. If they have 1,000, they can buy 500 naira car. If they have 1,500, they can make their own outfit complete. So that's the reason why I'm doing it for charity.
In another interview with Agidigbo FM News, Mrs. Aderito Oluwakemi, who explained some of the reasons why she thinks Okirika is important for many people in this economy.
As for me, I feel like Okirika is an important something for someone that cannot afford boutique or expensive clothes. And we all know that clothes is a necessity to a human life. So Okirika made it possible for people to get clothes at any price which looks good on them.
While second-hand clothing continues to provide affordable fashion and support the livelihoods of many traders, some Nigerians believe improving the economy and increasing people's purchasing power would give consumers more choices. For now, the growing popularity of second-hand clothing reflects how many families are adapting to today's economic realities. Abiodun Oloyede, Agidigbo FM News.
You're welcome back. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has today uploaded on its website the list of National Assembly candidates of their court under the faction led by Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat. The publication shows that a majority of the party slot for Senate and House of Representatives were occupied by candidates loyal to the Oriyomi Hamzat bloc. Speaking with Agidigbo FM News correspondent, the Public Relations Officer of the Accord, Mr. Badru Idris Oriyomi, confirmed the names uploaded by INEC as he listed the candidates picked for various senatorial and federal constituency seats across the state, describing the list as a reflection of the party's grassroots strength and internal consensus.
Everyone, it's a great day in Accord Oyo State today, as today marks the beginning of a new dawn in Accord Oyo State. As you all can see on social media, we have been uploading all our successful candidates for the general election 2027. All the National Assembly candidates have been uploaded successfully, and INEC has actually issued acknowledgement slip to us as a party. And as you can see, we have fielded 14 federal reps, 3 senatorial candidates, and this shows that the faction of Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat has successfully conducted a primary in Oyo State. The primary was organized by the National Delegate of Accord. And
welcome back. Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Pelu Tunde studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has announced that Iran Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, will be designated a threat to national security. In a written statement to Parliament, Mahmood set out how support for the IRGC will now be an offense punishable by up to 14 years in prison. 2 other groups are also being proscribed: the Islamic Movement of Companions of the Right and the Volunteer Corps of Russia's group. New powers will be given to police and intelligence agencies to tackle espionage, foreign interference, sabotage, and physical attacks from these groups. And also, it will be easier to prosecute and lock up anyone carrying out dirty works in Britain if approved by Parliament later this week. Those conducting acts of sabotage, including arson on behalf of these groups, will also face life imprisonments. Iran IRGC is believed to have directed 7 attacks at United Kingdom locations linked to Jewish and Israeli communities. Israel will hold a general election on October 27, 2026. The vote will take place on the last possible day allowed by law. This will be the first election to be held on schedule in Israel since 1988, making the current government the first to complete its full term since 1973. Opinion poll shows that majority of Israelis want Netanyahu, Israel's longest-serving prime minister, out of office. Many Israelis hold the prime minister personally responsible for the October 7, 2023 Hamas-led attack on southern Israel, in which 1,200 Israelis were killed. And that ends the news from Pelu Tunde studio at Gidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Olushola Damilola.
You're welcome back. We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Pelu Tunde studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya. Hungary's parliament voted on Tuesday to remove President Tamas Suyuk from office, ending the tenure of a leader widely regarded as an ally of former Prime Minister Viktor Orban, whose Fidesz party lost power in April after 16 years in government. Prime Minister Peter Magyar's Tisza party used its two-thirds parliamentary majority to pass the 17th constitutional amendment. The vote marked the most dramatic parliamentary session since the new government took office in early May, following Tisza's surprise landslide victory over Orban's Fidesz party in the 12th April election. Under Hungary's constitution, Magyar has said if Suyuk seeks a constitutional review, his government will initiate impeachment proceedings which would automatically suspend the president from office. Suyuk could also choose to resign, a step the government has urged him to take to avoid a constitutional crisis. Lawmakers from the now opposition Fidesz party walked out of parliament before the vote, accusing the Tisza government of undermining democratic institutions. United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers shot a driver to death in a coastal town of Maine on Monday, less than a week after an ICE agent in Houston, Texas, shot and killed a man in a traffic stop during a deportation crackdown there. Commenting on Monday's shooting, nearly 12 hours after the fact, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security said an ICE officer fearing for public safety opened fire on the man when he attempted to flee agents trying to stop his vehicle. DHS, the parent agency of ICE, gave few other details. Immigration advocates said the person shot was a 26-year-old Colombian man who was authorized to work in the United States and had a social security number, though they did not name him or say how they were able to identify him. And that ends the news from Kule Amzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonia.
And now in the exciting world of sports. With just 9 days to the start of the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland, Team Nigeria's preparations have reached an advanced stage, with the delegation steadily coming together ahead of the opening ceremony on 23rd July 2026. The Nigerian contingent have now been finalized, while athletes have begun receiving their camping allowances as optimal preparation and welfare before competition. Several athletes based in the United States, including Konyisola Ajayi, have arrived in the United Kingdom, where Nigeria's pre-games training camp is underway. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Tinubu sent a state police bill to representatives to seek constitutional backing. Oriyomi Hamzat's faction wins majority of electoral positions under accord. Experts share strategies for caring for young children in schools. UK bans support for Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Hungary parliament votes to remove president from office. Nigeria intensifies preparations for 2026 Commonwealth Games. And before we go this evening, here is a big tip. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on Akojopo 88.7 FM Ibadan, the most listened to radio station. I am Wuraola Yusuf. Thank you for listening. Good evening.